Detroit Catholic Central Football is sponsored by Nemus Rush. That's your source for protecting and preserving generational wealth. We're back here, folks, coming off a Boys Bowl Sunday and thrilling Shamrock win. We welcome you into Novi on this fine afternoon. It's Friday Night Lights as your world-famous Detroit Catholic Central Shamrocks take on the Titans from St. John's Jesuit. The Titans are 4-3 on the season, coming off a devastating loss to Toledo Central Catholic, 42-7. They're looking to get back on track against the ever-dangerous head coach Justin Sasante and his Shamrocks, who have one unanimous goal in mind, and that's to finish what they started. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Cam Ryan, alongside my partner, Owen Reynolds, and it feels good to be back here in the booth at Father Richard Elmer Stadium. We're under the lights this week and couldn't be more excited to bring you this one on Shamrock Media Network. Owen, what are your thoughts heading into this one, and how can the Shamrocks keep their pace coming off a dominating rivalry win?
Yeah, Cam, like you said, the Shamrocks are undefeated and a top team in the state, going up against the underdogs of St. John's Jesuit. Now, this John's team did beat Rice by 3, but we all saw what the Shamrocks did to Rice last week. But as we know, anything can happen in this great game of high school football. That being said, the Rocks should look to establish the run game like they did last week, where they ran for 205 and 2 touchdowns, led by Cedric Williams, who's averaging 6.2 yards a carry this season. Also, they should look to assert their dominance all over St. John's in the trenches, offensively and defensively, with Penn State commit Benny Azuka and Wisconsin commit Jack Janda. Eventually, that'll open up the offense for Duke Banna to throw to his playmakers like Samson and Gideon Gash, along with Dursa and Peyton Sofrin. Now, for Johns, I think you have to be willing to take shots in this game. You have nothing really to lose playing against the underdog, and there's no reason to play safe against one of the best defenses in the state against Catholic Central. So if I'm St. John's, I'm airing the ball out all night with Coy Hemmich taking shots against the Shamrock defense. Hopefully you can get lucky and pull off the upset.
Definitely. You mentioned Cedric Williams. This season, he's got 73 carries, 456 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Scored on the first play of the game last week against Brother Rice. Got the momentum going on the Catholic Central sideline. I'm sure they're looking to do the same thing this week. We'll be back after our prayer and national anthem. You're watching Catholic Central Football on Shamrock Media Network. At this time, we'd like to thank our title sponsor, Chris, Andrew, and Patrick Nemus, former Catholic Central lacrosse players, as well as the team at Nemus Rush Family Wealth Management Company, your source for protecting and preserving generational wealth. For all of your personal, financial, investment, and estate planning needs, please visit www.nemusrush.com. So St. John's won the toss. They elect 2-4. Shamrocks are going to take the ball.
Yeah, we're going to see. I think it's a little bit of an interesting call. You're the underdog. A lot of times, like we saw last week, Brother Rice won the toss. They wanted the ball, trying to make a statement against the top-ranked Shamrock team. But we're going to see St. John's electing to defer. Could pay off for them if they get a stop here.
Wonder if they dare kick it back deep to the ever-dangerous Gash brothers.
Huh.
Charlie Case will send it away for the Titans. CC, St. John's, and we're underway from the Elm. Gash will let it go out of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the CC offense. Duke Banna on the season. He's 57 for 80. 954 yards, 12 touchdowns, and posts a passer rating of 145.5. He's been absolutely electric all season. Certainly his biggest threat to the defense is his arm, but we've seen him roll out of the pocket and make plays. Owen, what do you think is the mental sort of plan here for the Shamrock offense on drive one?
Yeah, well, first of all, they're going to obviously try to keep that run game fiery hot with Cedric Williams, and then I think you start to sprinkle in the pass plays once the defense starts to open up for you.
Here's Banna. He's in the pistol. Play action. Looking deep. Guess who? Samson Gash. He's got it! Gash goes up and gets it. They'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. What a catch on the first play of the game. Samson Gash.
Yeah, well, scrap everything I just said about the run game. Why not just throw a bomb on the first play of the game? I mean, when you have Samson Gash, anything is possible on the first play of the game. And last game, the first play was a touchdown as well, so.
From the 38, it's 1st and 10. Banna, he's got Cedric Williams to his left. He's going to motion Sampson, flip it to him on the jet sweep. Sampson gets to the outside. Sampson makes a guy miss, and he'll be down around the 31.
Yeah, well, first two plays, 2 touches for Samson Gash, and he is the main playmaker for this team, and they're getting him the ball early and often. We're going to see if the Shamrocks even bother to run the ball on the first drive. I mean, that was a jet sweep.
Had a chance this week to talk to one of our starting tackles, Eric Anderson. He said that he thinks that this defense is going to blitz 70% of the time. They certainly have been showing pressure early. Here's Banna. He's going to motion Cam Swearingen. The give, Cedric Williams up the middle, and he's got a little bit of a hole for the first down. And they'll mark him down at the 24.
Yeah, very productive from the Shamrock offense so far. Chunk play after chunk play. Gets him all the way down inside the 25 already. Not even 2 minutes into the football game.
CC shows that same formation with Cedric Williams in the pistol. They'll motion him to Banna's right. They'll give it to him up the middle. Cedric Williams, he's got a little bit of a hole. And he's going to get the first down. They'll mark him down at the 14-yard line. Another new set of downs for the Shamrock offense.
Yeah, great blocking there from the Shamrock offensive line. Creates a big gap for Cedric Williams, as you're going to see on the replay. Great blocking, and Cedric Williams just takes 2 guys with him past the first down marker.
We know that CC certainly wants to establish that run game. Wonder if we'll see it here in the red zone. Banna drops back. All day to throw. He's got Cam no, that's Jack Janda over the middle. They'll mark him down at the 10, and it's a gain of 4.
Yeah, and that was great protection from the offensive line because I think they set blitz again. Banna had a little pressure, but had time to set his feet, made a good throw to Janda. Pretty good play on first down. You'll take that.
Janda, the Wisconsin commit, certainly has played a role in the offense, but more of a blocking role as we haven't seen him in the receiving game as much. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. St. John shows pressure. They'll give it to Williams. Up the middle. He's got a hole, and he's into the bluegrass. Touchdown, CC.
Yeah, I mean, again, great blocking from the Shamrock young offensive line. 5 new starters, like we said. And, I mean, early in this drive, St. John's been showing pressure. Great blocking. And great job from Cedric Williams, too, to find that gap.
Shamrock offense absolutely perfect on this opening drive, as they've been all year. Speaking of perfect, here's Ty Goddard for the PAT. Ty's kick is off the upright. No good.
Got him with the announcer's jinx on that one, Cam.
I guess that's my fault, as the score will stay 6-0.
Yeah, and that's why at the beginning of the game I questioned giving the Shamrocks the ball, because you give it to this offense, you kind of know at this point they're just going to stomp down the field and score. I mean, if I was St. John's, I probably would have taken the ball there trying to make a statement as the underdog. But we'll see if they can answer the phone call early.
Seemed like they wanted to make a statement with their defense. Probably thought that CC was going to come out running the ball. Instead, first play, bomb to Samson Gash. The tables have turned. Tell you what, Owen, it's pretty nice not having to deal with the sun in the background here of the stadium. This is the first game that we've been on the call where it's pretty dark right at kickoff, so it's definitely a plus side for being up in the booth.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So here's Ty Goddard to send it away. It's a deep kick. Going to be fielded on the goal line. Returner got a little bit of a hole. Still on his feet, and he's down at the 29.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
pretty
Lonzo
good play
Rivers.
There. Yeah, good play from St. John's coming off. Took that all the way from his end zone out to about the 30.
Going to give him good starting field position. Here comes Coy Hammock, the senior quarterback for St. John's. Stands at 6'5", 200 pounds. Fits into his frame quite nicely, as he will try to respond for the Titans. He's going to motion Carter Washington. He'll flip it to him on the edge. Got a little bit of a hole, and he's across the 39 for the first down.
Yeah, and I mean, that's how your offense makes a statement. 2 big plays for the Titans early, and we'll see if this is a test for the Shamrock defense. They haven't been tested that many times this season. We'll get to see if they can stand up tall.
Hammock looks like he wants to hurry it up. They go empty on 1st and long, 1st and 10. He's going to throw the out route real quickly. That's Zach Zimke. He's going to get a gain of about 5.
Yeah, and I like the sense of urgency here from the Titans because a lot of times you know CC is going to score. You're going to need to keep up with them basically the entire game. So you just need to go score for score with them and basically answer everything that they do. They're trying to do that on offense, and so far it's looking pretty good.
Now Carson Pawalik checks into the game at quarterback. He's going to motion a man, flip it to him. Goes off his hands. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. Pass was intended for Caden Zoller.
Yeah, and that was pretty close. I think we're going to take another look at this. Yeah, I think it was forward barely, like 1 yard pass, but that's risky there.
And I tell you what, if he hangs on to that ball, he's probably getting smoked.
Yeah.
A lot of baby blue in the area.
Yeah, this could be 2-down territory for the Titans as well.
3rd and long. Hammock drops back. There's a quick comeback route, but it's incomplete. Caden Zoller again.
Yeah, and now it looks like they're going to send out the punt team, but I was going to say, trying to pull the upset, you do see some teams go for this. I know Brother Rice went for a pretty early 4th down last week, but St. John's trying to trust in their defense to get a stop against the Shamrocks. We'll see if that can pay off for them.
St. John's punts it away. Samson Gash returns it. Under trouble, and he's going to get brought down. Brandon Pratt on the tackle, and that's going to set CC back all the way to their own 10.
Yeah, that's great special teams from St. John's, and Pratt with the big tackle. He was the only guy in there. Not a lot of times you see Samson Gash get brought down by one defender, but great job there. Now Shamrock's going to have to go 90 yards to get to that goal line.
Banna's going to come out with Dursa and Peyton Soffrin split out wide. Jack Janda at the tight end position. And that's Cedric Williams in the pistol.
Yeah, and this seems like a run package to me, but
certainly. They're going to motion Cedric Williams, give it to him. Up the middle again. He's got a little bit of room. Cedric Williams still on his feet. He's going to get about 9.
Yeah, that's good play there. And said that was a run package because you don't see Sampson or Gideon out at wide receiver. A lot of times they're just going to run the football. But very productive play on 1st down for the Shamrocks, getting ahead of the chains against this Titans defense that struggled against them on the first drive.
2nd and short. Certainly have seen the Shamrocks take their shots downfield throughout this season on these 2nd and short plays. They're going to motion Cedric Williams again, the give, and he's got room to the outside. Cedric Williams cuts it across for the 1st down, and he'll be tackled right around the 32.
Yeah, and again, I've said it a couple times now, but this offensive line for the Shamrocks looks very strong. They're bringing pressure, and look at this gap again. Great blocking on the edge, and I mean, great run from Williams again, just finding the green grass that this Shamrocks offensive line is providing him early.
So Cedric's going to take a break. Ryan Schaefer checks into the game. He's to Duke Banna's left. Banna drops back. Gonna have to make some room with his feet. Now he's got Cam Swearingen, who makes a catch on the sideline. Still on his feet. Cam Swearingen cuts it back across the middle of the field, and he's gonna get brought down around the 7-yard line. What an athletic play from both Banta and Swearingen. Banta to roll out of the pressure, and Cam Swearingen to keep the route going upfield.
Yeah, great play again from the Shamrocks. It looked like Banna was trying to get Samson Gash, but good defense. Then Banna just sees Swearingen wide open in the middle of that defense. And great job from Swearingen. There's one tackle, makes another guy miss, and then the 3rd guy finally brings him down. But inside the 10-yard line for the Shamrocks, a big explosive play. trying to extend this lead early.
First and goal for the Shamrocks. Banna drops back, looking for the out route. That is caught!
Oh.
Samson Gash!
What an absolute catch from Samson Gash, and he just does it time after time. The Michigan State commit just makes it look easy, folks. And also credit to Banna because that ball was perfectly placed on the run. Oh, and I mean, what a catch all over the defender. That was good defense as well. Just better offense from Samson Gash.
It's almost an unguardable route when Banna throws the ball where he put it, and Samson Gash runs the route the way he did. They're going to go for 2 here. It's Josh Peters in the Wildcat formation. Motion Samson Gash, fakes it to him.
Oh.
Josh Peters walks in for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, what a well-executed play. They have Gash going as the decoy. The whole defense shifts when they see him come across that field. And then just wide open gap for Peters to just walk in for the 2-point conversion. Very nice play call from the Shamrocks. And now the Titans find themselves down 14-0 early in this football game. We'll see if they can put up some points, try to cut this lead down a little bit.
Yeah, with the way the CC offense has been rolling, this is almost a must-score drive. You definitely don't want to fall down 3 scores on the first 3 defensive possessions.
Yeah, like I said, I think for Johns, it's just going to be trying to keep up with this Shamrocks offense because they've been pretty much unstoppable, like you've said. And so far, Johns, I mean, they had a pretty good drive going, and then they just stalled out at midfield. I think, like I said in my pregame, you might need to start taking more downfield shots at this defense, trying to get some big explosive plays like the Shamrocks have so far. Shamrocks rocking the baby blues for the first time this year as well.
I like them.
Yeah.
I think they look nice.
Yeah, they're my favorite jerseys personally.
Ty Goddard will send it away. Brandon Pratt will let it go out of the end zone for a touchback. We'll see how Coy Hammock and the Titan offense responds to the CC offense.
Yeah, I feel like for St. John's, not a lot of their success is going to come from this run game as you have Benny Azuka and Jack Jand up the middle. It's going to be very hard to establish the run game, and I'm pretty sure on that first drive they didn't run it much, but we'll see if they keep airing it out, trying to find a matchup they like, which is hard to do with how good this Shamrocks defense is.
So Pawalik will take the snap. The keeper up the middle, he's stuffed. Josh Peters came in to fill the hole. And that's going to be a tackle for a loss of about 1.
Yeah, and that's why you can't really establish the run game up the middle against this defense. I mean, Shamrocks were all over him. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
On the far side of the defensive line on your screen, number 14, that's Caden Gonzalez. Hunter Stokes is out this week with an injury, so he'll be filling in as the next man up. Here's Hammock. Going to throw it short side. It's in and out of the hands of Brandon Pratt.
Yeah, Pratt looked like he started to run before he had the football in his hands there. Catch first, then run. I mean, two Shamrocks were also right next to him. He probably would have got lit up if he caught that football. But Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and long test for the Titans, and this is not where you want to be against the Shamrock defense, folks.
Third and long for Coy Hammock. He seems confused with the play call. RJ Mays is the back, and they've got doubles split out wide. Gonna motion Washington. Send him up the field. Coy Hammock under pressure. Going deep. He's got an open man, but it's picked off. Beckett Glenn makes up his ground.
They're going to throw a late flag as well, but I think it's just for taunting or unnecessary roughness. But what a play. He had him. You could tell. Take a look here.
This route definitely looks open.
Yeah, it was there. And, I mean, he just underthrew him a tad, but it looked like it was a good route. It looked like he was wide open. What a play from Beckett Glenn to get to that football. Stop the big play. Let's see what they call the flag. Nevertheless, still going to be Shamrock's football.
So CC will take the unsportsmanlike, push him back a little bit. So for St. John's, when you come to think of it, it's actually not that bad of a result because that's 3rd and long. If that pass is incomplete, you're punting anyway.
Yeah.
So CC, they don't have bad field position, but they don't have great field position.
Yeah,
they're at the 25.
Yeah, that's a great point. Basically just like a punt with the big arm from Hammock gets picked off, but essentially the same thing.
Banna the give. Cedric Williams up the middle, running over a man for a gain of about 9.
Yeah, and as of late, Cedric Williams is just running like an angry person. He's running so determined, and like we said, 6.2 yards a carry. And I think these last 3 games, he's probably averaging even more than that because he's just running with his life on the line right now. And it looks like even when the defense has got him, he's still just on his feet somehow.
So Cam Swearingen's going to come out of the game. Here's Peyton Soffrin. Banna, he's going to motion Samson Gash. Banna drops back, stands in the pocket, going deep, and just overthrows Jack Jana. Looked to be a little shaken up on the play, but I think he's all right.
Yeah, I don't think Banna really had anything else, and he just tried to take the deep ball. There were 2 guys on Janda, but if everything else is locked up, why not try to throw the deep one? And 2nd and short, that's the down you have to really take the shot if you're the Shamrocks. Now you probably just run it to Cedric Williams, pick up this 1st down, keep the chains moving.
Certainly a tight window, but with the big tight end, like you said, Owen, 2nd down, that's your time to take a shot. Here's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, look at this jumbo package they've got. Only 1 wide receiver out there.
Banna the give. Cedric Williams is not going to get there. He's stuffed.
Yeah, it's going to be decision time for the Shamrocks. They've been willing to go for it on 4th. We'll see. Looks like Banna is going to stay out there.
Yeah, we saw him running off and Josh Peters running on. So it looked a little weird. They're going to go into that truck formation.
Yeah,
who would have guessed?
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just do this on 3rd down, honestly, but.
Banna's going to go hard count. The give. Peters up the middle, and he's got a hole. Josh Peters, he's going to get tackled from behind. I figured that was a horse collar, and the flags fly. Nevertheless, Josh Peters with a big gain for the Shamrocks and a new set of downs.
Yeah, and I don't think there's been a time this season where that truck formation hasn't got at least a yard or 2 for the Shamrocks. And right there, Peters finds a big gap, gets to the right sideline, finally gets corralled inside the 40, though. and with the flag, going to bring them even further into Titan territory. And this defense has got to be a little bit demoralized after you don't get the 4th down stop and you get the flag, and this Shamrocks offense up 14-0. Now at your 25-yard line. Not even into the first quarter yet either, folks.
So here's Banna with doubles to his left. Cedric Williams in the pistol. They'll motion him. The give. Never mind, that's Jafer. Jafer with a nifty move at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get a gain of about 10. We'll see if they give him the first down.
Yeah, it looked like they gave him the spot there, but no, they did not.
I'm going to say 2nd and inches.
See if the Shamrocks will keep it on the ground, take a shot here. 2nd and short. This is the down where you do take the shot. I would look for something over the middle here.
Banna goes hard count, doesn't like the look. He'll switch the play at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a pass play.
Banna drops back. Over the middle, he's got Jack Janda, who's going to get brought down at the 1.
Yeah, and it's just smart football from the Shamrocks so far. They take their shots on 2nd. They run the ball on the early downs, besides obviously that first play of the game where they took the deep shot. But pretty straightforward football from the Rocks. Pretty errorless so far. See if they go into that truck formation and just punch it up the throat of St. John's.
It does look like they will do just that.
Now the question is, which one of the 3 is going to get the ball?
Josh Peters. He's in for the touchdown.
And, I mean, like I said, Shamrocks just playing smart football. They're running it when they need to, throwing it when they need to. And so far, the Titans have had no answer for the Shamrock offense. Already up 21-0 in the first quarter. And we've seen this several times this season with the Shamrocks getting off to early leads.
Here's Ty Goddard to try the PAT again. Missed his first one on the first play, or on the first touchdown, rather. This one is right through for the PAT.
Yeah, now for Johns, we kind of said it last time, you need to score. Whatever it looks like, you just need to put points up on the board because the Shamrocks are going to show no signs of stopping anytime soon. So you're going to have to try to keep up with them. We're going to see. Last time they did go for the deep shot. Did not pay off. See if they can get anything clicking for them on this drive.
Pretty solid offensive drive for the Rocks. They got to 4th and 1. Josh Peters with the big run. Then they let him finish the job down in the red zone.
Shamrocks taking their time here on the kickoff.
Wonder if St. John's will take it out this time. Try to see if they can spark some momentum off the special teams. Ty Goddard, another deep kick. And they will let it go out of their own end zone. Lonzo Rivers didn't even bother.
Nope. Get to see if Hammock can get anything going for the Titans, and they're going to need to get something going quickly, or this football game could get out of hand like the Shamrocks have done to countless other teams so far this season. You look at last week against Rice. You look at De La Salle even. I mean, you can look at Mary's as well, but not too bad. But all those games, the Shamrocks got off to a very early lead and never really looked back at all.
So here's Hammock, 1st and 10, 20 seconds to go in the quarter from his own 20. The handoff up the middle. I believe that's Sam Harshman on the carry. Junior running back, stands at 6 foot, 203 pounds. And that'll be the quarter. We're going to take a break here, folks. You're watching Shamrock Football on Shamrock Media Network. So CC up 21-0 as we start the second quarter. Been dominating the ground game the entire first quarter. And now here comes St. John's in a really weird package. They're going to throw that screen.
Huh. That was something, folks.
They put out their lineman to the outside, threw it to Carter Washington, almost overthrew him. On 2nd down, that's going to bring up 3rd and long.
And I'll tell you, folks, this Shamrock defense is so good. They've got teams just trying out basically anything. Like, this is a backyard football game. They're just trying to get anything to work against this Shamrock's defense. And it's going to be very hard to find a hole in this defense. The Titans have struggled so far.
Hammond drops back over the middle. Throws a bullet, and it's incomplete, intended for Brandon Pratt. Ball was a little bit behind him. Definitely a fastball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I like that play. It looked like he had him, just not a great throw there from Hammock, and going to result in a punt for St. John's yet again. Shamrock should be getting good field positioning as well, with John's deep in their own territory punting this one away.
It's a fake punt. Pollock up the middle. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and like I just said, folks, these teams will try anything against the Shamrocks, but to no avail yet again. And now they are trying to pull deep in their bag of tricks. And Shamrocks will be in great field position on their 25-yard line to start this drive, up 21-0. Couldn't really ask for a better start if you're Coach Justin Sassante and this Shamrock coaching staff.
Certainly an interesting play call. That's 4th down. That's a 4th down gamble, but that's a 4th and long gamble. All right, that was they needed quite the magic to pull off that one.
Yeah, and 2 interesting play calls. That one on 1st down had the lineman out wide.
So Duke Band is going to come in the empty set. J.J. Chevalier checks into the game. He's in the slot to Banna's left. Drops back. Sideline. Caught by Dursa. He's going to run over a man for the 1st down, and that's a gain of about 15.
Yeah, and that's just great patience from Bana, great blocking like I've said so far. This young offensive line is giving him time. He lines up with no running backs. Still great pass protection from the Rocks. Takes his time, makes a good throw to Dursa, who makes a good play after the catch. Gonna bring up 1st and goal for the Rocks.
Duke Bana, he's got J.J. Chevalier to his right. Motion Cam Swearingen. Bana, the give. Chevalier to the outside. Gonna bring a couple of guys with him as he gets down to about the 5.
Yeah, and if you guys do not know, J.J. Chevalier, the freshman, has 1 touchdown on the year against De La Salle, and he's looked pretty electric when he gets the football. Very promising young talent for the Shamrocks. You'll hear his name a lot of times in the next coming years. Most definitely.
Yeah, the kid's already got an offer from Michigan as a freshman.
Yeah. Oh, that'll tell you something.
Here's Bana again with the motion of Cam Swearingen. He'll drop back. Look for him on the flat. Caught by Cam Swearingen. Gonna make a guy miss, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and Cam Swearingen, the Swiss Army knife for the Shamrocks offense. He can catch it. He can run it. Sometimes he'll even line up in the Wildcat. You'll watch. They send him in motion. Bana looks out, and Swearingen just imposes his will all over that St. John's defender. Gets into the end zone. Gives the Shamrocks a 27-0 lead. Second quarter just started too, by the way.
Ty Goddard looking to make it 28-0. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. 28-0. Detroit Catholic Central, set up by the great field position off the fake punt.
Yeah, and we'll see if St. John's has got any other tricks up their sleeves. Maybe try to get some tricks that will actually work against this Shamrock defense. But it's just got to be a little demoralizing coming in on the road all the way from Toledo out to play an undefeated Shamrock team that has shown no mercy early. We'll see if the Titans can find some sort of positives here for the offense or the defense. Haven't had many positives so far.
Ty Goddard, he's going to set up on his right hash. At this point, certainly a must-score drive for the Titans. Been a slow offensive start. They definitely need to come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, and we'll see. It all starts with this kickoff. I mean, if it's not completely out the back of the end zone, I think you kind of need to return it.
Ty Goddard's going to send it back. Lonzo Rivers
got whistled. I think it was a touchback.
I didn't see him wave, so I'm curious to see what the call was.
I think they said his back foot was in the end zone when he caught it, but I don't really know why that would result in a touchback. Oh, looks like they're going to set up shop at the 20.
Coy Hammock will lead the offense out there for his 4th offensive possession. Hammock the give, flags fly. That's RJ Mays on the carry.
Yeah, and we'll see. I think talking to Coach Asante, I'm pretty sure it was some sort of it kind of looked like a legal motion or an early shift from the offense. Oh. Maybe, nope, they'll just ignore that flag, I guess.
So they'll pick up the flag. Hammock puts a receiver in motion. The give again, R.J. Mays.
Yep, and another flag just flies in there. See if this time they're not going to pick it up. Looks like they're going to huddle up. Oh. Going to go over to Coach Asante again. And it looks like this time they are going to move him back.
It's a false start. Illegal formation on St. John's. That's going to back him up. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and if you're Johns, you can't really be making these type of mistakes down 28-0. The last thing you should be doing is moving yourself backwards with penalties.
Coy Hammock goes hard count.
Ooh.
A sudden snap. Ooh. Throws it back off of one leg.
I mean, pretty good play overall.
Luka Genrich on the tackle. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. Oh, no, they're going to give him a very generous spot.
I think it's going to be
3rd and 1.
Yeah. Looked like he might have been a little short of that spot, but, I mean, like we said, this Johns team's going to have to pull into their bag of tricks. That time it works out for them. Shamrock's defense was definitely not expecting that. See if they can move these chains.
The give up the middle, R.J. Mays.
And, I mean, St. John's just cannot get anything going with the run game. This Shamrock's defensive interior is just absolutely swallowing up the running backs instantly. Looks like they're going to have to go for it.
Not sure what's going on with our camera. It looked like they were switching the brightness around a little bit.
They bring in, I think that's Hammock back.
Yeah, that's Hammock. Yeah, that definitely looks like a illegal substitution. I'm surprised there's no flag.
I think they called a timeout.
And now St. John's, yeah, they'll call the timeout.
Yeah, this is a very important play for St. John's. You're in a deep hole, but converting this 4th down could give you somewhat of a momentum on your side. Try to put up some points. You never know. Anything could happen.
Caden Zoller came into that last play a little bit late.
Yeah.
That's certainly not something you want to have happen on 4th down.
No. Yeah, if that would have been a penalty, that would have been very costly for Johns. We'll see if they run it again. Last time they got nothing.
Carson Pollock will be the punter.
Huh.
So you wonder if they've got a little more trickery up their sleeve, or they're just trying to avoid CC starting with the good field position. Pollock, he will punt it away this time. It's a pretty good punt. I'm going to mark him down at the 33.
Yeah, I just don't really understand that decision to punt it much. You're down 28-0. You only need 1 yard. I mean, I know the Shamrock defense has been stopping you, but your defense hasn't really done anything to stop them. So giving them the football, I just don't agree too much with that idea. But looks like they're going to be confident in their defense. Try to get a turnover or something.
Well, on the other side of that, say that play breaks down. I mean, that CC is going to start in the red zone again.
Yeah, I just don't really get why you would go for the fake punt. and then give them that field position, but not go for it on 4th and 1 at about the same spot.
Certainly a questionable call. Duke Banna looked like there was some miscommunication on the give, so he's just going to keep it himself, and he's got a gain of about 5.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was trying to hand it off to Cedric Williams there or not, but
He definitely tried to. I'm not sure if that was a designed quarterback run or what the case was, but nevertheless picks up a gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that'll work out pretty well for the Shamrocks.
Banna's got the Gash brothers split out to his left. Motions Cedric Williams. The give up the middle. Cedric Williams, he's got a hole. Cedric Williams up the middle. And he's going to get brought down around the 43-yard line. Cedric Williams certainly has been getting to the line of scrimmage fast.
Yeah, and we're going to watch this run over again. Cedric Williams gets it, just turns on the jets. I thought he might have been gone there for a little bit. And he has so much explosiveness in those 2 legs of his, as he has shown countless times this season, averaging 6.2 a carry. And tonight, the Titans have had no answer for him on the ground.
Here's Banna with a fresh set of downs. He's going to flip it to Cedric Williams. He's going to get tackled behind the line, tried to spin out of a broken down play. It's going to be 2nd and about 13.
Yeah, and that's good job from St. John's. They kind of knew where that one was going. One of their first pretty good plays on defense. We'll get to see if they can string some good plays together, try to get a stop against this Shamrocks offense.
J.J. Chevalier checks in to the game at the running back position. They'll give Cedric Williams a break. He stands to Duke Banna's left. Banna drops back, steps up, under pressure. He's going to roll out. He's got a first down and plenty more. Duke Banna, a heads-up play. And those chains will be moving.
Yeah, and the St. John's pressure got into Banna there. We're going to take a look at this replay. They bring pressure off the edge. Banna steps up to his left side. Broken down play, just makes something happen with his legs. And Banna's just a great improviser and such a very smart quarterback to have leading your offense. And coming into this season, some people might have had question marks about the first-year starter, but he has proved all of those people wrong so far this season with what he has done leading this offense.
Well, he's certainly been perfect tonight. CC scoring on all their drives as it's play action. It's going to go over the middle. Jack Janda, that's caught. Jack Janda, is he going to get there? Yes, sir. Jack Janda with the touchdown reception. Catholic Central's 5th touchdown of the first half.
And again, great ball from Banna. Takes his time, delivers a perfect ball to Janda on the run. Gets past the defenders, extends his arms, barely gets into the end zone. And this Shamrocks offense, like we said, has just been perfect, scoring touchdowns on every single drive. Couldn't ask for anything better from your offense.
Ty Goddard once again for the PAT.
Ooh.
It is blocked. Miguel McCord came flying off the edge.
Yeah, what a play there. Just completely got off the edge. Take another look. Hit him. Just got right around him.
Comes in untouched.
Yeah, it looks like the Shamrocks blocking unit was just a little bit asleep on that left edge, but great play from Johns. We'll see if that can give them any sort of momentum. Down 34-0. Take another look at those baby blue jerseys for the Shamrocks. First time they've worn them this season. Wore them last year for Boys Bowl. This year they wore the new black jerseys, which also looked very nice. And so far they've been playing nice in both of these alternate uniforms. The last 2 weeks, big win over Rice, and now big first half lead over Johns.
Ty Goddard sends it away. It's going to be a touchback for St. John's. Caught by Brandon Pratt.
Yeah, and if you're Johns, you got to get into that 4-minute offense. You got to go all the way down the field, put up some points, trying to go into halftime with a little bit of a positive attitude, just trying to salvage something against the Shamrocks defense.
So Coy Hammock will bring his offense out. He's got Sam Harshman to his left. He's going to motion a man. Thought about throwing the swing, and now he's just going to throw it away. Had nothing open. Zach Zimke, I believe, was the intended receiver from the jump. That play got broken down. And Coy Hammock has to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, and great pressure from the Shamrock defense. Yet again, they get Hammock rattled back there, and he really had nothing on that play. Just had to get rid of it completely. And if you're Johns, you're going to need to keep airing it out.
Here's Coy Hammock. He's under trouble, and he goes down. Caden Gonzalez gets off his block. He's got his first sack of the year.
Yeah, and the replacement for Hunter Stokes, like you said earlier this game, makes a good move on the initial play and finishes him off. Gets the sack, and this is going to be 3rd and a mile for Toledo St. John's.
Hammock drops back. Under pressure again from Gonzalez, and he goes down.
Yeah, it looked close to a safety. Student section wanted it, but they're going to mark him down at the 1. What a good play from the Shamrock defense again. If you're Hammock, you kind of need to get rid of that football earlier than that. You know you're playing against a very skilled Shamrock defense. You need to get rid of that football. And now Shamrock's going to get the ball yet again with good field positioning. They're going to have to punt this with very little room.
So I believe Catholic Central took a timeout there.
Yeah, they did.
Certainly want to make sure their personnel is set for this 4th and very long.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious punting down, but we have seen some trickery on obvious punting downs this game.
Yeah, on the 1-yard line, they've got to punt this one.
They've got to punt it, but they got to be fast with it because CC is going to be coming in to block this punt.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're setting in pressure. We'll see who they put up on that line. Looks like they're going to put
Pawalik
Gideon Gash
has
up there too.
very, very little room.
Yeah. They're putting Gideon Gash out on the left edge too. Got to look out for him.
The punt is away. away from Samson Gash. That's a pretty short punt. CC's going to have great field position around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, looks like St. John's barely got that punt to where they started their drive, but you just got to get something here if you're St. John's. I mean, for starters, you got to not give up a touchdown on defense to the Shamrocks, but we'll see if the Shamrocks just keep dishing out the punishment to Johns early in this football game.
Well, the starter's certainly not out of the game yet.
Yeah.
Here's Ryan Schaefer coming in at the running back position as he'll stand in the pistol formation behind Duke Banna. Banna will motion him, drops back. Banna over the middle. He's got Dama Lam for the touchdown.
What a play again. Duke Banna, great pass. Finds the open spot of the defense. Great route as well to get in between the zone by Dama Lam. Gets in between 3 Johns defenders and extends the lead even further for the Shamrocks. 40 points already. There's still 2:45 in this first half.
Dama Lam, a great route over the middle. Duke Banna, a great ball put over the middle. And that results in 7 points for the Shamrocks as Ty Goddard's PAT is good. 41-0, 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Shamrocks up big. We did expect CC to pull away with this one at some point. Oh, and I didn't think it was going to be this early.
No, certainly not. I mean, if you're St. John's, you expected to at least, you're confident in yourselves, you expected to at least take this game, keep it interesting for at least the first quarter, quarter and a half. But CC, like they've done to some other teams this year, has just completely throttled them. And they're keeping their foot on the gas pedal. Like we saw, Duke Banna still airing it out, up 34 in the second quarter.
All gas, no brakes for Coach Sasante's offense.
Now 2:45 left for Johns to go down the field. It's going to be really tough given what they've done against this defense so far.
Ty Goddard to send it away once again. It's going to be brought out by Lonzo Rivers. With a little bit of a hole, makes a guy miss, and Lonzo Rivers is down the sideline. Connor Ryan on the tackle. They'll mark him out around the 34.
Yeah, and that's a great way to start the drive for Johns. You got to keep this momentum rolling. Try to get something going into halftime, like I said before. You've got 2:35. You've got 2 timeouts. It is doable, but against this defense, it's going to be very difficult.
Going to need to be quick and efficient.
Looks like Johns is taking their time getting out on the field to start this offensive drive.
Coy Hammock brings the offense out. He's got doubles split out wide. RJ Nays in the backfield. He'll throw the comeback route. That's caught. Caden Zoller.
Yeah, John's going to need to start going up-tempo if they're not going to get out of bounds and throw those short routes. Let's see. It looks like they're getting up to the line pretty quick here.
They will. They're going to go empty. Hammock over the middle again. He's got Washington. A gain of about 6. They're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, and that's just what you got to do if you're Johns. You got to hit those quick ones. Take what the defense is giving you. They're going into not complete prevent, but they're going to give up that 6-yard, 5-yard pass every time. You just got to take it. But you got to get going pretty fast if you're going to keep taking them and not getting out of bounds.
Here's Hammock. He's going to go play action. He's under trouble again. Gets out of it. Now he's going deep.
Oh.
No flag on the play. Gideon Gash in coverage. Looks pretty clean to me.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. If he
Yeah.
turns around a second earlier, that might be a pick.
Yeah, and it looked like Carter Washington was playing defense on Gideon on that one, but good job from him to get that ball down because, like you said, Gideon probably could have picked that one if he turned around sooner.
Coy Hammock, he's going to throw the out route. That's Washington.
Ooh,
Caught for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, and they're going to keep the clock running as well.
Brings up 3rd and long. Clock running, under a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, and
Titans got to go tempo here, and it looks like they will.
they should have 2 more plays, too. Should be 4-down territory.
Hammock drops back. Hammock over the middle. It looked like the linebacker, Luke Jaden, might have gotten a hand on it.
Yeah. Good defense there. A little handsy from the Shamrocks, but they're going to let that slide. And it looks like Johns is just going to punt it away, trying to get into the locker room. Desperately trying to get into that locker room.
They will take a timeout here on 4th and long. St. John's does get the ball at half.
Yeah.
So if they can find a way to come away with points here and come out of the half looking strong, might have a little bit of a comeback story. Would be one for the ages.
Yeah. It's going to start right now with this 4th and 7 decision, seeing if they're going to punt it away or if they're going to take the risk and go for it. I don't really see a reason why you don't go for it, because even if you don't get this, the Shamrocks have 58 seconds and 2 timeouts. I think they are going to go.
They absolutely will. Hammock, he's got Schrips to his right, running back to his left. Hammock drops back. Hammock looking over the middle. Hammock up the middle.
Ooh.
Dives. It's going to be close. I don't know if he got there.
I don't think he got there either.
They'll mark him short. That's CC football.
Yeah, we're going to take another look at this play here. Hammock tries to make it happen. He gets down. Yeah, he was short. Had to get to one more hash mark.
Definitely short of the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad idea, but
46, rather.
Shamrock stayed disciplined enough to get him down before the marker. Looks like the Shamrocks are going to keep most of the offensive starters on the field, too.
Banna the give up the middle. It's Ryan Schaefer for a first down, and he's brought down around the 40. Banna wants to go tempo. Clock's running.
Yeah, and why not try to practice the 2-minute drill when clock's running down for the Shamrocks?
They're taking a lot of time off the clock here. They're going to rush to get set.
Yeah, they still got those 2 timeouts, too, so.
Here's the give again. Schaefer, he's got a little bit of a hole. Schaefer, he's going to get hit at the 20. That's where they'll mark him down.
Stop the clock.
The clock is not stopping. Shamrocks have 2 timeouts.
Yeah. Banna wants to get another play.
And he will. The give up the middle. Ryan Schaefer, he might get there. Ryan Schaefer!
I think he was just short. Yeah, they're going to mark
They're
him.
going to mark him short. Banna doesn't like the call, but I can't say I disagree with the call.
Yeah, what a run from Schaefer. It looked like he really wanted that touchdown. Just comes up a little short, but still Shamrocks with a 41-point lead going into halftime. You're not really going to look back at that one at all if you're the Shamrocks.
$41-0 Catholic Central is your score at half. We're going to take a break. You are watching Detroit Catholic Central football on Shamrock Media Network. We're back here, folks. 41-0 is your score. Catholic Central on top. Owen is stepping off for the second half. We now welcome the man, Noah, into the press box. Noah, how's it going?
It's going good, Cam. How's it going with you?
It's going great up here, man. Nothing like Friday Night Lights. What are your key takeaways from the first half?
The Shamrocks have really just like put their brick wall defense into effect, and now they've fully exposed their offense.
Certainly. Brick wall defense has certainly been a brick wall, allowing 0 points in the first half. See if they can maintain the shutout here in the second. Offensively, Noah, what do you think the game plan is? Because you're up 41-0. Do you take the starters out?
I would have them play maybe like one more drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. Definitely don't want to risk any injury, but definitely don't want to allow St. John's back into this one. Here's Ty Goddard to start the second half off. Up by 35 or more. The clock will run. The only thing that stops it are injuries or timeouts or turnovers or scoring, anything like that. But out of bounds, incompletions, clock will run.
And penalties will stop it like momentarily.
Yes. Certainly a new defensive look for the Shamrocks. The backups seem to be in. They still have their starting safety, Beckett Glenn. He had a pick in the first half. And they're starting outside linebackers in Connor Ryan and Josh Peters. Here's the give up the middle. That's Harshman for a gain of about 3. Oh, they're going to give him about 5 on that one. St. John's is going to burn a timeout here. Just a few minutes into the third quarter. Tigers game is live. Winner go home. Game 5 in Seattle. 0-0 is your score in the top of the second. 1 out away. The batter is McKinstry. Here's Powalik. He's going to send a guy in motion. He's going to keep it up the middle. He's got a little bit of room, but not quite enough for the first down.
It looks like it's going to be like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 1.
JJ Chevalier on the tackle. Wallach again looks over the middle. It looked like he either pump faked or it got deflected and he caught it. And then he turned around, got out of the pressure and tried to throw it downfield. But it's incomplete. Going to bring up another 4th down for St. John's. Looks like they'll punt it away. Aiden Kershey is back deep for the Shamrocks. The punt is away. It'll be returnable for Kershey. It's going to make a few guys miss, but will get ultimately tackled around the 37. So, Noah, we just saw the backups in for the Shamrock defense. On offense, should we expect, you think, see some of the same look? Or do you think, no, you got to have your guys out there?
I think they're going to have like maybe 1-2 guys out there, but based on what I just saw on the defense, it is looking like the backups are being put in, and by like the second or third drive, it should be all backups.
Certainly does look like the backups are in, as Will Breyer is going to be the center, or the quarterback, center of the offense, excuse me. The give to Goward up the middle for a gain of about 6.
And Goward, ball carrier. Tackle on the play by Solomon Lovett. Gain of 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Breyer, the give again. Goward up the middle. Goward with the hole. Goward is going to get the 1st down. He's brought down around the 45. Pretty explosive run there from the senior running back.
Gain of 12 for the Shamrocks. Will Breyer, the quarterback for the Shamrocks.
Breyer is going to motion his man. Give it to him up the middle.
Aiden Kersey ran the ball. Brought down by
Aiden Kershey on the carry.
KJ Briggs in on the stop as well. No gain. It's 2nd and 10 from the Titans 45.
Here's Breyer again in the pistol. Low snap. Drew Young on the carry.
Drew Young, the ball carrier. Brought down by Cooper Binkowski.
He's gonna be brought down in the backfield. That's gonna bring up 3rd and 15. Here's Breyer, drops back, under pressure. He's going to get away for a little bit, and then he's brought down.
I think he was down.
He most definitely was in my eyes.
They're rolling him down.
Loss on the play brings up 4th down and 17.
Now here comes Josh Peters to punt it away. 4th and 17.
And I think this is Peter's first time coming on today as well.
Josh Peters
Yeah,
will punt.
yeah, that's absolutely correct.
J.T. Taylor to receive deep for the Titans.
Josh Peters, kind of a weird punt. Going to get a decent roll. Looked like he punted it straight up into the air rather than out.
Josh Peters punt rolls to the Titans 36. First and 10 St. John's.
So here's Carson Powalik at the head of the helm for St. John's. The give up the middle. Mays again for a gain of about 5.
Junior ball carrier. Kay Gonzalez.
Play action over the middle. It's caught. Zach Zimke.
Carson Powell's pass complete to Zach Zimke. Brought down the play by Cohen Card. Result of the play is the Titans first down. 26-yard gain. Gain of 26 for St. John's. Brings up first and 10 from the Shamrocks 33.
Here's Powalik again. Mays up the middle.
Ramon Mays, ball carrier.
He's going to get a gain of about 3.
And Michael Dursa. Brings up second and 9 from the Shamrocks 32.
Powalik, second and long. Play action over the middle.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Flags fly.
Carson Powell's pass intended for.
So this is going to be the first time in the quarter that the clock is going to stop for momentarily.
A minute and 46 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Aiden Kersey and Michael Dursa on coverage.
Clock will stop momentarily.
Pass interference to call on the defense. He's a first and 10 Titans from the Shamrock 17-yard line.
Seattle takes a 1-0 lead in Game 5. Tigers can't hit, so what else is new? Here's Powalik again. Got a man on the sideline. It's Caden Zoller.
Pass complete to Colin Graham. Brought down the play by Cohen Card. 12-yard gain for the Titans. Brings up first and goal for the Shamrocks.
The give, Mays up the middle. It's going to be stopped for about a gain of 1, maybe 2.
Ball carrier. Stopped on the play by J.J. Chevalier.
Chevalier on the tackle. It's going to bring up second and goal
Brings up second and goal
for St. John's.
inside the 5.
Wallach the give. No, he's going to keep it. He goes up the middle. Nothing doing.
Carson Howowitz, the ball carrier, brought down by J.J. Chevalier and Lyndon Boyai.
3rd and goal now for the Shamrocks,
Goal from the Shamrocks.
or for St. John's in Shamrock territory.
It looks like they're just going to let the quarter end here.
Certainly will drain the clock out. We're going to take a break here, folks. You're watching Detroit Catholic Central Football on Shamrock Media Network. So here's 3rd and goal for St. John's. Pawalik motions a man. The play action is tipped.
Carson Howowitz pass incomplete.
Tipped by number 88. I'm sorry, folks, but I just don't have a number 88 on my depth chart, so I apologize.
It's looking like they're just, they don't care anymore and they're just keeping the offense on the field right now.
4th down, 4th quarter, down 41. I'd sure hope they have enough pride to go for it. Here's Pawalik from the tee, up the middle. Hayes is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown Titans.
Which means the clock will
Junior with the 4-yard
go back to how it is normal. Assuming the extra point is good.
Charlie Case to kick the extra point.
The kick up, and it's good. Charlie Case,
Knox Willinger, the holder.
1 for 1 on the PAT.
41. Toledo St. John's 7.
We're now going to go back to like a regular clock as it should be.
Yep, the lead has been cut to under 35 points, which means the clock will run as normal.
Top of the third from Seattle. Mariners 1, Tigers no score.
Top of the 3rd in Seattle. Mariners up 1-0 as Parker Meadows just swung at the worst pitch I've ever seen.
Aiden Kersey and Luke Fairchild received deep for the Shamrocks.
Here's Case to kick it off. That is a boot. Well into the end zone for a touchback.
Case's kickoff lands in the end zone for a St.
one of the St. John's coordinators was telling me before the game, Case kicked for 4 years in soccer, joined the football team, and hit a 48-yarder 2 weeks ago. So he's definitely got a boot. Meadows 2-2, grounds out to first. One away in the top of the third in Seattle. The give, Goward is stuffed.
Jack Howard, the ball carrier, stopped on the play by KJ Briggs and Charlie Case. Rushing credit that tackle to Ethan Kimmons. 95-45, sorry.
Breyer stands in the shotgun. The give to Goward up the middle. He's going to get a gain of about one. Gain of 2. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd down and 8.
Javi Baez, strike 3 in the other batter's box. Quite a familiar sight.
That's just Javier Baez doing what he's good for.
Here's Breyer. The give again. Goward up the middle. He's got a little bit of a hole, and he's good for the first down. Keeps the chains moving, keeps the clock running.
Brought down by St. Rusky.
Picks up 10 on the carry.
Gain of 10 on the play brings up 1st and 10 Shamrocks from their own 32.
Carpenter with another base hit.
Here's Breyer. The give up the middle. Goward dancing around the lineman. Makes one guy miss. It's at a gain of about 7.
Brought down by St. Rusky. Gain of 7 on the play brings up 2nd down and 3 from the Shamrocks 30 line.
If it starts raining a lot, what do we do with the cameras? It's apparently they say it's apparently starting to rain a bit.
The give up the middle. Still on his feet. I believe the give was to Drew Young.
And it's looking like the Shamrocks still up by 34, playing it in like a fight in this game.
Certainly looking to keep the ball on the ground, run it out, don't risk any injuries.
Good for Shamrocks 1st down from their own 48.
The give again, Young up the middle. Gain of about 2. Clock continues to run. We're under 8 minutes here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 8.
And Ethan Kimmons, gain of 2, 2nd and 8 from midfield.
Hey guys, is it just me? Is camera 2 like? Alright, we're starting to get this pitch count up there a little bit. We got a full count. 16 seconds. Yes, that's what I was about to say. How did these cameras keep
Fire the give again. Young up the middle. Gain of about
Drew Young
7.
with the ball.
if someone's actually up the
Stopped on the
Brings
play
up
by
a
TJ
3rd and
Jackson.
1.
please stop it.
That's a gain of 7.
Gain of 7 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 1 from the Titans 43.
Who up there is accidentally messing with the cameras then? Full count guy at first. Yeah, sure. That's what they'll say, buddy.
That's it? Yeah, it's the end of the half inning. We got him up to about 34, 35 pitches.
I'll come up there right now, huh?
This is, the magic did not carry over so far. So we'll have to see what we can do next.
Give again. Young. Good for the first down.
60.
Drew Young, the ball carrier. Stopped on the play by Liam Maloney.
And these 3rd down conversions are really what's like eating up the clock right now.
Quarterback for the Shamrocks.
Grady Lamberks checks into the game, as well as Jack Goward.
CC first down. This time for the Titans 41.
The give to Goward to the outside. Goward up the middle.
Jack Howard, the ball
Gain
carrier.
of about 5.
Stopped on the play by Tino Rodriguez. And Zane Roski. Gain of 7. Brings up
They're going to give him 7.
for the Titans
Brings up
34.
2nd and 3. Handoff again to Goward. He's up the middle for a first down.
Looks like he's still going.
Jack Howard, the ball carrier. Stopped by Zane Roski and TJ Jackson.
Gain of 5.
Gain of 5 on the play. Good for the Shamrocks. First down from the Titans 29. Credit to the O-line for the lead blocking.
Passing going on.
Goward again stands in the backfield. They'll give it to him on the outside handoff, and he's got a little bit of a room to the outside. Goward's still on his feet. He's going to pick up the first down.
Stopped by TJ Jackson.
Gain of 15.
Gain of 15 on the play. Gets some good blocking from the outside. Number 81 there, EJ Slaughter with a great block. Give to Young up the middle. Gain of about 4.
Ran the ball. Liam Maloney, TJ Jackson. with
And it is looking like the Shamrocks could maybe just pick up one more first down, then get into victory formation.
from the St. John's 10.
Certainly have eaten up a lot of clock on this drive. Keep in mind, a touchdown would make the clock run again, so I wonder if they'll just try to punch it in as Young. That is exactly what he'll do. Up the middle for the touchdown. Drew Young,
Young with the 10-yard run.
senior running back, stands at 5'9", 185.
Rule estimate the snap. Cam Swearingen to hold Ty Goddard to attempt the extra point.
100 miles.
defensive encroachment. The call.
So flags fly. It's defensive encroachment.
Let's see here if the Shamrocks now try to just like go for two.
Well, I don't think
Will re-kick.
that is in the cards for today, especially with a 40-point lead. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. Ty Goddard
Is good.
makes it a 41-point lead.
St. John's 7.
Clock is stopped at the moment, but I believe it will pick up and run.
St. Mary's and Central Catholic. Olson 24, Central Catholic 21.
St. Mary's right now leads Toledo Central Catholic 24 to 21.
A winner in the 50-50 drawing. Congratulations, Eddie.
So that seems to be quite the game. Not quite as exciting as ours has been, this high-scoring matchup for CC. Scoobles 1-2 to a Rosarena. Swung on and missed. Goddard sends it away for CC.
Ty Goddard's kickoff lands in the end zone for a Shamrock touchback. Jay Parsegian fields the kickoff in his own end zone. First and 10 Titans from the 20-yard line.
Wallach, the give up the middle. Gain of about 3. That's Savon Ford, the 5'6", 150-pound senior, checks into the ball game
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6.
as the Titans go hurry up.
37 and 40, come out of bounds. 85 on that catch.
Zach Zemke with the reception. Stopped on the play by Jared Ruth.
Looks like St. John's is going to take another timeout.
St. John's calls timeout.
Certainly playing for pride at this point. We're going to step aside for the moment. So first down and 10. The give up the middle to Ford is stopped for no gain.
Stopped on the play by Brady Lambrus.
Goes to 85. 40 on the tackle.
Carson Powell's pass complete to Zach Zemke. Stopped by Colin Card.
And in the Detroit-Seattle game, Seattle ends up going in 1-2-3 in the third, so now we'll go to the fourth with Seattle up 1-0.
Over the middle is incomplete.
Carson Powell's pass intended for Zach Zemke.
Wallach thought he had a receiver open over the middle. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Decision time for St. John's, but I don't think it's much of a decision at this point.
Going card on coverage for the Shamrocks brings up fourth down.
False, or excuse me, offsides.
Encroachment on the defense.
Encroachment on the defense.
Result of the penalty is a St. John's first down.
Clock will stop momentarily at 37 seconds. Another timeout for St. John's.
Their final timeout.
They just really feel like they have a chance in this one.
St. Mary's 38, Central Catholic 21.
True Bandits have been carrying water out to this team.
Oh, I do. I say it quite a bit.
Oh, really? That's good.
Pawalik, play action, going deep, got an open receiver, but he never turned his head. Pass was intended for Cameron Smith.
Pass intended for Cam Smith was incomplete.
And
St.
let's see if the Titans will just end the game here, or
Going card and EJ
it's
Slaughter
looking like they're just gonna end it here.
for the Shamrocks.
Does very well look like it. Your final score tonight in the Elm, 48-7, Detroit Catholic Central on top against St. John Jesuit. It's been an honor to sit in front of you today, throw on this headset, call this great game. I'd like to thank you, Noah, for hopping onto the call. Thank Owen for being on in the first half. Peter, he's the guy who runs our stream. Sam down on the field with the live cam. Jake and Jacob upstairs with the camera, with the on-field camera, and my brother Ty right next to me provided me with all the stats throughout the game. This is Shamrock Media Network signing off. Good night.